Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of 2 Samuel, chapter 18. Let's get started now. The book of 2 Samuel chapter 18 tells the story of the end of King David's conflict with his rebellious son Absalom. This chapter contains many lessons on the consequences of sin, the importance of loyalty and obedience, and the sovereignty of God. The chapter begins with David dividing his army into 3 groups and assigning commanders to each. He himself decides to stay in the city and let his men do the fighting. He warns his commanders to deal gently with Absalom, but to be sure to defeat him. The battle takes place in the forest of Ephraim, and David's army is victorious. However, Absalom is caught in the thick branches of a large oak tree while fleeing, and his long hair becomes entangled in the branches. Joab, one of David's commanders, finds him and kills him, despite David's orders to spare his life. When David hears of Absalom's death, he is devastated and weeps bitterly. He laments that he would have gladly died in Absalom's place, despite Absalom's rebellion against him. The news of Absalom's death spreads throughout the land, and David's victory is soon forgotten. There are many lessons to be learned from this chapter. First and foremost, it serves as a reminder of the consequences of sin. Absalom's rebellion against his father was rooted in his pride and desire for power, and it ultimately led to his own downfall. This chapter serves as a warning to all who would seek to rebel against God or his appointed authorities. Secondly, the chapter highlights the importance of loyalty and obedience. Joab's decision to kill Absalom, despite David's orders, may seem harsh, but it was ultimately in the best interest of the nation. His loyalty to David and his commitment to the cause of the kingdom was greater than his concern for David's personal feelings. This chapter reminds us of the importance of putting the interests of the greater good above our own personal desires. Lastly, the chapter teaches us about the sovereignty of God. Despite the actions of Absalom and his rebellion against David, God was still in control of the situation. He allowed Absalom to rebel and ultimately be defeated, but he also comforted David in his time of sorrow. The chapter reminds us that no matter how dire our circumstances may seem, God is still in control and working for our ultimate good. In conclusion, the book of 2 Samuel chapter 18 teaches us many valuable lessons about the consequences of sin, the importance of loyalty and obedience, and the sovereignty of God. It reminds us that our actions have consequences, and that we must always be mindful of our motivations and desires. It also reminds us of the importance of putting the interests of the greater good above our own personal desires, and of trusting in God's ultimate plan, even in the face of adversity. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.